getting off their rocker or they're going off their rocker, here's a brand new package. It sounds great. It feels great. You get a lot of different things with it, like full self-driving, free supercharging, and a ton more. And maybe this is something that they're rolling out to prepare for something else, maybe like a unsupervised robotaxi sale or something. I don't know what is going on here, but I just want to review the package with you guys to see what do you guys think about it and if this is something you will be looking to get on your Tesla. So Tesla, I don't know what the heck they're doing. It seems like they're getting a little bit off of their rocker. Here is a new incentive, new package called the Luxe package. And but wait, there's more. Like, it sounds great on paper, like full self-driving included for Tesla Model S and Model X, 4 years of premium service, which is a ton looped into that, free supercharging, unlimited supercharging lifetime for the Model S and Model X, which, I mean, if you are a Model S and Model X owner, you more than likely have a charger at your house. And so unless you're really been going to a lot of different superchargers, you could maximize this benefit by going, but then it's also like your time spent at the supercharger, which if you're in a place like California, it's not that bad at all. We've been trying to, integrate supercharging in our life. And as long as you have errands that you need to do, then certainly it can make a lot of sense. And then premium connectivity, that's like $100 a year or $10 a month. It's nothing too crazy to think about it. So these incentives that are stacked on the Model S and Model X, and maybe this is a testing ground for Tesla to roll this out, because it potentially could be a situation. We could easily see this, because I've been predicting for a while that after the $7,500 federal tax credit comes to an end after September 30th, like after you place your delivery and take delivery and use a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description. But if you don't make the deadline, then what is Tesla going to do? How is Tesla going to incentivize some of these different deals and everything? And because the $7,500 is disappearing, and I bet they do a combination of this, and instead of just throwing on full self-driving supervised or 4 years of supercharging or whichever, they're going to call it a different package, and maybe not the Luxe package for the Model S and Model X, but maybe it's some sort of other package for Model 3 and Model Y, because we could easily see something like that. But the biggest, craziest thing with this, like, I don't even feel Tesla is trying to sell these Model S's and Model X anymore. I mean, they're trying, like, because they're creating like different packages like that. And I mean, if you take a look at some of the details, it gets pretty more interesting, and we start starting to see things that we haven't been done before in the past with Tesla. And maybe this is a sign of what they're trying to set up for maybe even unsupervised robotaxi. So we got full self-driving, of course, supervised. I feel like at this point, this might be one of these things where this is going to be a standard included in some of these vehicles, just like how autopilot used to cost, or autopilot's free now, and it was like enhanced autopilot before that. I mean, we could easily see like a full self-driving being like included in the vehicle, but we'll see. 4 years premium service, wheel and tire protection, windshield protection, and recommended maintenance. So recommended maintenance, I don't know the details, but I bet it's something to do with like tire rotations and all these different things. So let's see. Wheel and tire protection covers service schedules including wheel alignment, tire rotations, front camera cleaning, replacement of HEPA filter, cabin filter, and wiper blade. So there is a cost there, and I would imagine if I were to put a number on that, that's like $1,000 over the course of 2 to 3 years. So not that bad at all there. Really cool to see full self-driving. We know that's an $8,000 package. At supercharging, that can fluctuate, but at a minimum, probably like $100 a month. So call it $1,200 a year for, and let's see, depending on how you, or to own the vehicle. And then premium connectivity, that is $100 a month or $100 a year. And so we can easily put the valuation on that. But here's why, I mean, they're paying for this in some way or another. And of course, you're paying for it if you're buying a Model S or a Model X. And this is how they're actually funding it. They basically increase the pricing of all of the different trims for the Model S and the Model X by 10,000 buckaroos, $10,000. And of course, one could argue that some of these valuations is like what, like Sawyer says, 15,000 valuation. But I mean, I guess let me take a look at it and see, like, how much is full self-driving worth? That's 8,000. Okay, we'll call it that. 4 years premium service, I mean, we'll call that, I mean, what, a couple of thousand or two. So we're at 10,000 now. Supercharging, yeah, that's easily $1,000 a year. If you own it for 4 to 5 years, that's another 14 to 15. And then premium connectivity, that's a couple, like $400 to $500 over the course of 4 to 5 years. So yeah, I would actually agree with that. It's like a $15,000 valuation that you're getting in terms of what you're getting. But of course, you're paying $10,000 on top of it. And so the second question to this is like, why is Tesla doing this? And why are they starting to include all these different things like services in the Tesla vehicles plus full self-driving? And Guy actually posted that this makes a lot of sense here. What if they're starting to prepare people for unsupervised full self-driving, like adding all these different protections? Because if you've got a unsupervised full self-driving robotaxi Tesla car yourself, you're going to need to take care of it with all the different miscellaneous things that could happen, like windshields and other different things like that. And that's why like Unplugged Performance created their Road Warrior wheel, where it's a fantastic looking wheel. And of course our internet is not working here, but it's in a fantastic looking wheel. And they just extended their wheel trade-in program for Model 3 as well. So you can kind of see what the RW wheels look like. They're made for fleet vehicles. They're made for the efficiency of the vehicles. And of course we don't have a picture of it right here, but it's really cool to see because like they've got a curb rash rim on the side of it where if you curb rash the vehicle, you can just replace the metal piece, and the main wheel is unscathed at all. So if you want a promo on Unplugged Performance, definitely check it out. Link down below in the description. If you use our link, you do get a promotion right when you sign up and everything. And so let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you think on this Luxe package that is being released now. Is it worth the $10,000 extra? And is it like, let's say they trickle this down to Model 3 and Model Y with like a $5,000 additional price. Would it be worth it for you as well? It's an interesting one for sure. And I mean, it's a nice ownership experience because everything is looped into it. You don't have to worry at all about it. And here's an idea that someone gave to us yesterday that we're talking about like full self-driving and how there's a lot of previous owners out there that bought a Tesla during high pricing time. And maybe they're a little bit underwater during like, especially like the 2021 to 2022 timeframes. Like what if Tesla gave you all promotional full self-driving or like some sort of steep discount on it to try and entice you to get into another Tesla? Because I know a lot of owners out there that have the older Model 3 or Model Y that want to get into a new Tesla, but they're just a little bit too underwater. And so this makes a ton of sense for sure. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. If you're planning on financing your Tesla, then there's one thing you need to do before you even apply: protect your credit. Seriously, because here's the wildest part. Bank of America just had a data breach recently, and they didn't even tell customers for a month. That means your social, your phone number, and your email could have already been out there and you'd have no clue. Most companies wait on average of 277 days to report a breach. That's 9 months where your identity is exposed and you're the last to know. That's why I use Aura, today's sponsor. Aura constantly scans the dark web and lets me know if anything tied to me shows up, my social, bank info, or any of my personal information. And that's not just for breaches. There's so many different tools I use with Aura. Want to reduce those pesky spam calls? Aura's got it. Want to remove your data like your addresses, phone numbers from those sketchy broker sites? Aura has that too. They will also include $5 million in identity theft insurance, and everything's packed into one clean app. You can try it free for 14 days at aura.com/DennisCW. I'll put that in the description as well. Don't wait until someone else tells you your data is at risk. That's like turning on Sentry mode after your car got keyed. Protect your credit before you apply. I'm doing it and you should too.